Okay, so this video is to show how to lift your pelvic floor when exhaling and how to allow your pelvic floor to relax, allow your diaphragm, everything in your torso to relax as you inhale, and then as you exhale, everything is lifting up. So just find a comfortable position. You can either be laying on your back with your knees bent and your feet on the mat, or you can be sitting up tall, whatever feels best to you. So as you inhale through your nose, we're going to imagine everything dropping. So everything is relaxing as you inhale. Imagine your lungs filling. And then as you exhale, everything is going to lift up because we don't need that extra space for the air anymore. So the ribs are going to close down. The torso is going, the abdominals are going to close down. The abdomen is going to close down. The pelvic floor is going to lift and the diaphragm is going to lift. So as you exhale, out the mouth, everything lifts. And then as you inhale, everything drops. Exhale, everything lifts. I don't know if you can see that with my shirt, but as I'm inhaling, everything's getting nice and open. As you exhale, I'm lifting from my pelvic floor first and then engaging here. So lifting, and it's coming together. My belly button is gently coming in towards my spine, and more importantly, it's lifting up towards my diaphragm. Same thing with my pelvic floor. I like to think of a pelvic floor like a trampoline. I also like to imagine that it's like an octopus, that when you exhale, it's kind of lifting. You can imagine the tentacles coming together to propel the octopus forward. Same thing with your pelvic floor. As you exhale, it's kind of coming together at your vaginal opening. It's all coming together and lifting up towards, propelling itself up towards the diaphragm. It's not going to go very far clearly, but it's moving in that direction. So exhaling, pulling up, together and up. So I'm going to show you how to do it laying on your back as well. So I have my knees bent up. I realize that you can't see my whole body, but I have my knees bent, my feet are on the ground, and my spine is in neutral spine. So I have that small little mouse hidey hole there at the bottom of my back. As I inhale, you can see my belly maybe rise a little bit. Everything is nice and relaxed. As I exhale, notice that my hips didn't shift, my bones didn't shift, but my belly came in slightly. And if I put my fingers here, just below the pubic bones there, below and in, I can feel that transverse kicking on. So as I inhale, it's nice and relaxed. As I exhale, I'm thinking about propelling my pelvic floor up, and I can feel my transverse turning on right here. If you wanted to add the ball, you could either be holding the ball or you could put it between your knees. Either way works, but as you exhale, just a gentle push on that ball. And what that's going to do is just help you to engage those intercostal muscles between your ribs, as well as find those abdominal muscles in your transverse, just getting a little bit more into the abdominal area. So inhaling, relax, exhale, inhale, exhale. Not too much movement, and you probably can't even really see it. Exhale, inhaling, open, and exhale, close. Good. So practicing those, I like to recommend to people, if they're nursing, to practice when you're nursing. Especially if you can sit on a yoga ball, because the big yoga balls, because those can really help to give some feedback as to whether, some tactile feedback as to whether or not you're actually lifting. And if you're not nursing, then another time to just make it a habit is when you're sitting in the car, as you're holding onto your steering wheel. Every time you're at a stop sign or a red light, especially red lights, as you exhale, push on your steering wheel. Clearly it's not going to give like a ball will, but it still provides that resistance, which is what we're looking for in order to get the intercostals working and in order to turn on the transverse. So exhaling and lifting. If you have any more questions, please reach out.